So, the new Dunfermline CampusCast welcomes David Torrance, MSP for Kirkcaldy. Thank you for talking to us today.
No, good morning and thank you for the invite.
You're welcome. So, David, let's talk about the fact that Fife College celebrates its 125 years of learning this year. It's the anniversary of the first ever college to be set up in Fife. So, how do you see it evolving, especially in the light of the Scottish Government's target for net zero by 2045?
I think Fife College, and somebody who studied at Fife College previously, many years ago.
Mechanical engineering.
The mechanical engineering.
Done my homework.
And believe it or not, thermodynamics as well.
Wow.
No, first off, it is absolutely fantastic. It's celebrating 125 years. And it's served the community of Fife and across Scotland, because a lot of people come from all over Scotland to do courses as well.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the campus has a huge future in Fife, because as we go to net zero and as we transition, and as somebody who was a mechanical engineer, as we transition out of the heavy industries and the oil and gas sector, the college has a real role to play there to train our new technicians and our new engineers of the future in the new these jobs that are being created. And the best one I could give you is hydrogen gas and the H100 project in my constituency in Meffel and Buckhaven, where they're now trying to heat homes with hydrogen. Brand new technology, world's first, and a contract's been signed with Scottish Gas with the college to teach these new engineers of the future and to deal with hydrogen boilers and all the workings to do with hydrogen. So I think the college has a great future driving not only locally but nationally and internationally our drive towards net zero and helping protect the planet.
It's interesting when I did a little bit of research on yourself and found out that you were once a student at Adam Smith College and you studied mechanical engineering. So obviously you've just discussed, why it's important, but for the future careers of mechanical engineering students who hope to study at the new Dunfermline campus, that's quite an exciting time for Fife College and the new net zero campus.
Definitely, when you have a brand new building that offers new opportunities, better training facilities, and a whole better environment for students to go there and learn, because many of the, as you mentioned, 125 years the college has been going, many of the facilities that we use have been here a long time.
Yeah.
And they struggle with environmental issues, they struggle with just that whole general environmental feeling and how you want to learn and how you want to study. So when the brand new campus is open, we have an opportunity here to promote the best facilities in Fife, but probably some of the best facilities across the whole of Scotland to train our new engineers of the future. And that's really important, because if you go into that environment, you're engaged in that environment and you feel as though you're wanted, you've got the best of stuff there to learn with, and that is really important to somebody and an individual who are trying to do something in their life and actually progress their career.
Would you have found it beneficial to have a shared campus when you were younger, such as the one in Leavenmouth and Dunfermline, with closer ties between the school and the college, to provide these learning pathways for students and potential students?
I generally think that, and I have been to a Leavenmouth one, it's in my constituency, that it's really advantageous. As somebody who had good qualifications when they left school, didn't know what pathway to take for the future, and don't get me wrong, I ended up going into...
I was going to say, look how you turned out.
I actually ended up with a great first 3 years of my life teaching kids to canoe and sail in the summer and ski in the winter, so who would want to do that for the first 3 years of life? And I went back to college to do engineering. I think if it is on the same grounds and you've got shared campuses, as in Leavenmouth, you have real opportunities to direct pupils into areas that are badly needed, and it's right on their doorstep, because see, we don't need to travel, the facilities are there, you can engage with the high school as in Leavenmouth Academy and take the students around the facilities in the college, and that way you capture them. You say, this is what we have got on offer. If you want to study here and want to take your pathway in that direction. So to me, it's really, really important because they familiarise themselves with a high school. Let's be open and honest. You're there for 6 years, 4 years or 6 years of your life. And it's an environment that you're very familiar with. You do not need to change anything if a college is there. You're basically just walking next door. So to me, I think shared campuses are very, very good.
Now, could you tell us more about the motion that you put before the Parliament that is currently waiting to be discussed and why you feel it's important for you to do?
Anything in my constituency, like Fife College, it could be anything, who reach a milestone or do really, really well. It's important for me to highlight it in the Parliament because it will be there forever and ever and ever. You could check these records and it will be there in motion. Motion there was to congratulate Fife College on reaching 125 years, their birthday, which there's not many colleges have done that. So to me, it's out there for, and the media pick up on it, social media pick up on it, and my job's to highlight all the positive things that happens in my constituency. And I really take that as one of my main goals because the press and the social media are great at picking up negative things and promoting negative things. And there are so many good things out there from individuals, from communities, from charities, or even from a college who do really, really well within the area I represent. And my job is to highlight it. And I was lucky enough to be chosen for a debate. And the debate will take place in September, one of the Thursdays in September, because the college's birthday is officially in October. It's 125 years, so it's great to have that debate in chamber. And I know most of the Fife MSPs will be taking part in it because they've all indicated they will actually take part in the debate just to highlight how good Fife College has been in their areas.
It's great that we have you as a champion for Fife College.
No, thank you for that.
So obviously it's leading the way with the first college to deliver the net zero public sector building standard in Dunfermline. Why is the Scottish Government, do you think, promoting net zero buildings, and what does this mean for our communities?
The reason we're promoting it is the largest polluter or the cause of greenhouse gases is the inefficiency of our buildings, our homes, public buildings. Many of them were built a long, long time ago when the green issues were never on the agenda. Energy efficiency was never on the agenda. So it's really important for us to modernise the way we heat our homes, the way we heat industrial or public buildings, but also make them a lot more environmentally friendly. It will take serious money to do it, to be open and honest, because that sector is the biggest polluter, as I've said before, of the number of greenhouse gases it's caused just to heat property and heat light. So it's really important that, like the new Dunfermline campus, it's energy efficient, it's built to high quality standards, and it's meeting its net zero targets. And it's a shining light for all other public buildings out there to follow suit, or for new ones to be designed in that same design method. So to me, it will be a bit of a challenge, let's be open and honest, but to bring not only the rest of Fife College estate up to that standard, but for all the public buildings out there, it will be a serious challenge to do it, but one that will drop our emissions and meet our net zero targets quite easily then.
I think what's quite interesting about this project is that Fife College and the Dunfermline campus is being used as a model for all other net zero buildings, and that is something special. It's
prestige for you to be the shining light, to lead the way and what the future.
The beacon.
What the future of public buildings will look at.
It's quite an inspiring vision for the future of education in Fife, I think.
Definitely. When you have a look at even taking out with the college estate, even have a look at all our high schools and things like that, and how they could be redesigned in the same model and to be energy efficient, meet their net zero target. So it can lead the way across the whole of Fife.
How do you see the new Dunfermline campus project making a positive impact for the local economy?
if you develop, take the sector I came from, engineering.
Mm-hmm.
We're 10,000 engineers short across Scotland.
Wow.
And many of them in Fife still has a very strong industrial heritage. In Glenrothes, where I came from, Bosch employs nearly 400 or 500 people, leading manufacturer of hydraulic motors in the world. There's many other companies like that across Fife. That if we could create, and not just engineers, because it's IT, it's across the whole sector, hospitality, everything. If we could create and educate and qualify students who live in the Fife area, we have a good chance of capturing them in the industries that are badly needed across Fife. And that's really, really important, because the college will have links with a lot of these different industries. Babcock's one. I know how strong the college links are with Babcock. And they are desperate for right from fabricators to welders to engineers. So if we could train and produce good quality students who are qualified in engineering or various other subjects, and feed the local economy, that benefits the local economy, because you're creating wealth, you're spending money in the local economy, which feeds on and creates other jobs. So to me, it's really important that the college has a strong position in the Fife economy.
And that's why the new Dunfermline campus is so important.
Yes, definitely. And where it's located, it makes it very easy to get to as well, which is crucial, especially for students.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me on the CampusCast for the new Dunfermline campus. I really appreciate you taking the time to come in here, actually, to the new Glenrothes podcast studios. And it has been an absolute pleasure to talk to you, David. Thank you so much.
Listen, thank you very much for the opportunity. And I wish everybody a successful birthday when it comes, and the college a success in the future.
Thank you so much. Take care.